Happy New Year, everybody. 2026 is here, and what better way to celebrate this time of optimism and hope for the future than by purging the trolliest comments from the past. This is something that I enjoy doing every year. Check out last year's top 10 best of the worst comments up there if you want to. And I do it not to highlight how awful the comment section in my videos are. Quite the opposite is true, actually. 99.9% of the comments that I get from you lovely people just prove over and over how this is the greatest community in all of D&D and all of YouTube and all of the internet as far as I'm concerned. So thank you for making it so. But instead, no, I do this for catharsis. Sometimes I think it's hard for some people to remember that the person they're watching on the screen is, in fact, a human being with real feelings and, sure, insecurities. And so when I do get the occasional mean-spirited comment, it helps me get over them if I can share them with my friends like this, and we can have a good laugh about them together. So let's purge, shall we? Here we go, the best of the worst, the meanest comments from 2025. Coming in at number 10. I'm sure this is common feedback, but have it another time. Your inserted joke short clips are always at least twice as long as they should be, according to 2022 plus viewing standards. I didn't know there were, official standards. Where can I find them? It just seemed oddly specific. 2022? How often are these standards updated? Is this an annual thing? What changed in 2022 that I missed? Anyways, number 9, 3 hours talking about the new D&D. When all that really needs to be said, it's all woke garbage. 3 hours saved. I'm assuming they meant to say you're welcome and just didn't finish the sentence. And actually, that video was 4 hours long. Thank you very much. At number 8, this is from a collaboration video that I did with Will from D&D Shorts. Colby needs to learn to let the other dude speak. You just yammer. I mean, to be fair, you know what? He probably has a point. I do yammer. That is why Will is D&D Shorts and I am D&D Longs. Number 7, dude, I have no idea how you have a channel when you force your entire audience to stare at yourself for the entirety of every video you post. It's weird. That's right, I am literally in your bedroom with a gun to your head, forcing every one of you to stare at me while I drone on. You have no choice in the matter. Speaking of droning on, a favorite topic among detractors. Number 6. If you just like to hear someone talk about D&D to pass the time, this guy is as good as any, I guess. At least in the sense that his voice will temporarily lull you into forgetting how bad he is at this game. This dude had 22 comments across almost as many videos, which tends to be a recurring theme among the haters, actually, which always strikes me as odd. Lots of comments on lots of videos. No such thing as bad engagement, I suppose. Number 5, this is from one of the collaboration videos I did with Chris, Treant Monk, breaking down one of the Unearthed Arcanas from last year. I'm getting tired of these two schlemiels. I had to look that one up, by the way. A schlemiel is a Yiddish term referring to a clumsy, awkward, or foolish person. There's your word of the day, everybody. I like it. These two schlemiels dunking on these UAs that are obviously written in 20 minutes by an intern. I'd say they're just milking these for content. Dang, this guy doesn't like me or Chris or Wizards of the Coast, but he watched several videos, I guess, so that's cool. Number 4, this video is the equivalent of cooking recipe websites where you have to scroll past, that's a lot of zeros, million, billion, where you have to scroll past 50 trillion lines of personal story and just completely useless filler before getting to any of the meat. Jeez. Long-form content just isn't for everyone, and I'm okay if it's not for you. And number 3, helpful for my favorite class and a subclass I want to get better at. I learned quite a bit, despite you coming across as a whiny, petty power gamer salty about only being able to one-shot 75% of enemies and not 90%. I subscribed anyway. Thanks. At number 2, still with the creepy groomer voice. This was actually the tamest of this guy's dozens of comments across multiple videos where he constantly complained about how I was apparently trying to seduce him with my sultry tones. I was. But coming in at number 1 was this comment from the little video I did about the Power Word Meal fundraiser that Will was putting on, where we were taking donations to feed hungry people around the world. Donate yourself, Watsy shill. Okay, so that's it. Thank you all for being much kinder in your comments than these angry people. I hope that they can find some happiness in 2026. And I hope that you have the best year of your life. Love you all bunches. Thanks for watching and for all of your support. We'll see you soon.